Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the round of 2 game, spaceoddity versus cubit. Game 1 went to cubit, fair and square. So right now, we're not joined by Saberman because of particular reasons. So let's get to it. Cubit actually found. Wow. Okay, if Cubit actually found really early. Found a really big iron patch and is going to go ahead and build 3 steel mills right away. I mean, since he saw the other iron patch, it's like, okay, let's go ahead and do this. And since he has like a lot of iron, so there's 130 iron left. So right now, excuse me, spaceoddity. Damn, what was that? I guess that was a frog. Spaceoddity right now actually is going to go down as a scientific. Is going to go place down her steel mills and her single high aluminum. As Cubit gets level 2, he's gonna go ahead get some iron. Should be okay. Let's see. Like Cubit right now, he's gonna go ahead get some iron, get some aluminum. High and a low with silicon. All right, so he's gonna get. What is Cubit doing? Cubit. So no. He wanted to get the silicon, the medium silicon, but no. You know what he's going to do? He's going to go get the high water. So, as this probably proceeds, we're going to probably see some... Actually, you know what? spaceoddity is going to take the medium silicon. That's interesting. I thought she would go into water straight away. Yeah, scientifics rather do that than to go into, you know, the life support right away, because it costs them a little bit more to make it, and if it's already up and running, they actually make a lot of money from it. So yeah, definitely, and also with the medium silicon, don't really know if it's worth that much. So the claim auction is going to go down. Cubit right now, you know, he does his 9,000 trick with the auctions, and then, you know, spaceoddity just bids to 24,000. Don't really think it's worth it in this stage of the game, only if you're maybe really desperate. Why do I always think this is like somebody else? But no, spaceoddity, she got her water. She's going to make a reactor right now. I'm a little bit lost, I guess. Is going to get her second reactor down, which is nice. She has still 1 claim left. Cubit right now, you know, he has his water, he has his iron, he has his aluminum. He's just waiting for an upgrade right now. He just needs a little bit of steel and a little bit of aluminum. Since he already bought it into his glass, spaceoddity hasn't bought it yet into her glass. So right now, spaceoddity, I think. You know, if this goes on a little bit longer, I mean, she just built a 3rd steel mill, so she's a little bit behind Cubit on that side, but also she hasn't really gotten water yet, like glass yet. So 70 for glass isn't that high. The problem is you need to first scratch together the money to even get there. While Cubit, you know, he's already gotten there and he's just waiting right now for his aluminum and steel. As he actually gets a geothermal, so I think this early geothermal really prevents debt for Cubit for a long time. Might even like pay off just a little bit. Like, yeah, I think that's a safe play right now. spaceoddity, you know, she would need to pay 120 steel for that, but you know, Cubit as an expansive just needs to pay 60 steel, so it won't really hurt him that much. As he actually upgrades just a bit here. spaceoddity, of course, you know, sees that iron gets a little bit higher than usual, is going to go down and plop down a high iron. At this point, Cubit should upgrade in just a bit. So, you know, from these 2 players, I need to say, you know, Cubit is a better player overall, since Cubit is actually, you know, known one of the, you know, best players in the game right now currently. So, you know, as he actually placed down, as he's placing down the goon squad, spaceoddity actually upgrades. I don't know, what I like to kind of see out of her, yeah, that she gets a triangle of fuel. But no, she has, yeah, actually going to go into the farm. Okay. Did not expect that, really. I mean, like, I'd expected a triangle of fuel and then just go into glass, as she's doing right now. Maybe get a triangle of glass. But she still has a claim left, so let's see what happens. But yeah, like, with this alone farm, I don't really see anything going with this, because usually, you know, you kind of want to have it ejected and, you know, and have the adjacency bonus, stuff like that. So yeah, I definitely want to see Definitely want to see a reactor of that. So also Cubit, you know, upgraded. He actually turned off his steel mills since they don't really produce anything. And claim auction is going down right now. So Cubit just turned level 3. So he can't really do as much. So let's see. So spaceoddity actually going to get the claim for 14,000. Getting the claim for 14,000 is rather cheap. I don't really, yeah, like she's making solar panels right now. I mean, not a bad, not a bad choice since silicon only was at 9, so she didn't really spend that much. Cubit right now, he got another water. He's going to get a farm. Of course, buying the glass for the farms. Yeah, so he's going to get a triangle farms. As he works away on that. spaceoddity, she's right now kind of set up. But the thing is, I don't know. I don't really agree with this lone farm. She actually has a power surge set up. That's kind of nice. But yeah, like this single farm is actually not really doing much. This overall would actually make her a minus. Like if she would have a reactor right there, it would actually make her more money since she would produce more and eject these 2 reactors, and actually would make more fuel. You know, overall, to actually get a little bit more profit than food right there. So right now, we're filling her solar panels up. You know, she's just paying off just a little bit debt, just minimal debt. But like this only lasts till like 9 p.m. in-game time. So let's see how that's gonna go for her. But like for Cubit, you know, he has the geothermal up. He's kind of breaking even right now. And also to note, like the glass surplus right now happening for spaceoddity as she just went into glass. That is very, very unlucky. That is like game RNG hating lucky. So I mean, right now Cubit is definitely ahead. I mean, like as I said, like the debt control of the power, like spaceoddity, like her, this right now, this number, the 78,000, is auctions right there, like 38,000 auctions, and then you know a lot of power debt. As spaceoddity actually EMPs the farms. I mean she has the power surge right now in her hand, so I don't really agree with the EMP. I'd rather see a power surge right there happening, just because you know it would be 120, 110, and then 100 overall, like blocking this, and now it's only like 120 and then 60. You know, jumping from one place to the other. But yeah, I mean, small misplay right there, I think, in my opinion. But yeah, Cubit overall, like he's just going to get ahead now. He's going to get his silicon going. He already has his farms up for quite a bit, so he's already making a little bit of money on that. Both players right now, which is actually funny, simultaneously get level 4, which is really good to see. That spaceoddity is still, you know, keeping up with Cubit. So right now, this plot auction for this geothermal right here, 24,000 for spaceoddity. I think she's a little bit desperate right now. Excuse me. I think she's a little bit desperate. Definitely not worth 24,000. Definitely not worth. But yeah, like she's, yeah. I mean, the power surge. What is she really gonna do with this? Let's see. Let's see how the game progresses at this point. But yeah, definitely switched out her reactors. Is going to place down some farms. Really nice to see out of her. And it's a solar flare. So that is actually really cool to see out of spaceoddity. That you know, already having her solar panels up, and then Cubit kind of reacts to that and says, "All right, let's build some solar panels." On the note of the solar flare, I believe, yeah, Cubit is probably going to get the mutiny, going to make the diamond out of his solar panels right there. Well, spaceoddity still has the power surge in her hands, and nope, Cubit decides I won't be buying the claim, so let's go ahead and do that. Oh, sorry, the mutiny actually. Sorry, my fail. Just going to buy another mutiny. So yeah, right now, spaceoddity also reacting with another solar panel. So both players kind of want to make that money. But I think Cubit is rather ahead. It's because they're actually almost even. Well, spaceoddity has less production, so she actually makes her money off of this. But yeah, both players, really crashing the price. Like you can see how far it goes. Like it's going 4 to 5 points down, just because together they're like having 30 points of power, like selling it. And actually, spaceoddity threw down. Oh, that's interesting right there. spaceoddity threw down the power surge that she had. And I don't know, that was not worth it because she just pretty much killed half of her production right there. And also to note that spaceoddity made a dime with her farms. I mean, food is not that much worth right now. Like, reactors are getting more and more worth after a time. As Cubit upgrades to level 5, he's going to go ahead, connect his base with some glass furnaces. I don't know, like, I have the feeling she just have, should have power surged and EMPs these farms just because the food price kind of shot down now because both players are making food. Excuse me, I'm still a little bit sick. So yeah, spaceoddity, I think, just a slight misplay of not really doing that. Then also, not using her 3 claims yet. Overall, like, she's making reactors right now, but just because water was a little bit cheap. But yeah, I don't know. Like, she still has 3 claims left. Why not, like, go somewhere else and, use some water. Like, is there, like, any really good water here? Like, see, like, on the bottom left, would have another 5 spots. As spaceoddity actually gets energy vaults for 4,000. With the price of 1, it's maybe not the best thing to get. But, she's right now getting, almost a hex of food. If you look at reactors right now, I don't really agree with this because, I mean, she's mining water, but, like, and has 4 farms. The problem is the farms are not even worth at all. While, Cubit, he switched, he has his, switch out his steel mills for reactors. He has his food. The power surge goes down onto the water from spaceoddity into the glass. While, Cubit right now has his, glass furnaces up. Just stuff like that. I think just Cubit is ahead in just of the production that he has. Because spaceoddity, she just upgraded to level 5. She still, she has 4 claims now. I don't know really what she should make with this. She's getting carbon right now. So that might enable her to get, at this point, chemicals. Chemicals would be really nice to see, but with the fuel price, I'm not that sure. So I think electronics would be really, really nice to see out of spaceoddity, just to get back into the game. Actually buys a mutiny. Cubit right now, he's so far ahead, he's actually willing to go for an off-world. So yeah, with this off-world that is even goon squatted, it's going to be hard for spaceoddity to kind of shut that down, also since the goon squads are kind of cheap. So with this reactor, also building a, diamond. I don't know, like, it's going to make him money for sure, but, wait, what's the offer price, like? Yeah, definitely wanting to have fuel. So yeah, this is, what are you doing? So definitely worth. But yeah, he kind of got rid of his steel mills to go ahead and operate these reactors. But yeah, he just switched out his glass and water to actually get more fuel. With that said, the steel price shooting up drastically. spaceoddity is going to farm a lot of water. He's going to go, still sticking farms. But yeah, like, she's not really making that much of reactor money with the fuel and oxygen. As actually geothermal auction goes down, I don't really think anybody's going to bid on this since both players, Cubit doesn't really need it, and he's low in debt. spaceoddity, 110,000 debt, still has a claim left. But Cubit right now, his offer is on. Going to send away 51,000 each time. But yeah, like for spaceoddity, she's going to get a patent lab right now. But yeah, like this water is not worth because she already has so much of it. And still, like reactors, like fueling the reactors here as a scientific, like you don't really get the bonus out of this at all. As actually spaceoddity gets this geothermal auction for 6,000. Not too shabby, not too bad. I mean, it's a little bit late, but still. I mean, I guess she needs it just for a little bit more debt prevention. Like 39 each tick, it adds up fairly quick. And also, like, if the power price fluctuates really strong, you can really see it. Went from 38 to 67 and going up. So right now Cubit, his first off-rolled package is going to be sent off in just a bit, as spaceoddity, of course, uses her mutiny onto Cubit. So Cubit has a free mutiny now. Two things I can imagine. Cubit is going to buy a new goon squad, or Cubit is going to let spaceoddity mutiny the off-world and then mutiny it back, just so she actually spends a little bit more money. I can see it go both ways. The debt right now for spaceoddity is going to probably let her death spiral in like in like mid day 7 or the end of day 7. Like I can see that right now, since she's actually not keeping steady right now with 1036. So let's see how that's going to go for her. As Cubit, he's going to get his actually second off-world. This is a 1 versus 1. You don't see this at all. You never see a player going 2 off-worlds. I mean, like, you're really expanding into the steel, since the steel price is still far up. Getting rid of a couple stuff, going to make some more glass. A spaceoddity actually buying herself, which is really good. And as she's actually going to get nanotech. I mean, having nanotech isn't that bad, especially if the price is going on right now. But it's like not the best. Not the best. Cubit is going to buy 4 stocks of himself, as spaceoddity actually buys out herself. She has 60%, Cubit has 40%, and Cubit himself has 50% of himself. So, I mean, the thing is, right now, Cubit not making power, not enough power. That's a lot of debt. And then spaceoddity just making enough power to, fuel her energy vault. Also may not be the best. 8,000, 9,000. All right. 10,000, 12,000. Excuse me. So the power surge going down from spaceoddity, actually hitting this off-roll right here. That wasn't goon squatted. So really cool to see that. And actually pirates for 16,000. I don't really know what Q is going to really get for 16,000 here. Probably the carbon, but yeah, really cool to see like spaceoddity kind of chucked down the power surge right here, and then just crawled around the buildings onto the power surge. I mean onto the off-world. Really cool, really good to see. And Q is still holding on to that mutiny as he shuts down all of his stuff that really takes power, aka steel mills. As spaceoddity starts buying out Cubit, buys 2 stocks in him. But yeah, as this game proceeds, Cubit is just gonna make so much money with the off-world. Like he's gonna make 102,000 just with the off-world alone, each tick. I mean, each 60 seconds. So let's see how that's gonna go. But yeah, definitely. spaceoddity doesn't. I mean, Cubit has a space advantage. What? A space advantage? What am I even on about? Yeah. Also like a claim advantage. No, what I wanted to say is that he has a share advantage, that like he owns 80% of himself and 40% of spaceoddity, while the other way around it's a 60% and 20% shares that she has. As the EMP goes down onto the chemicals, she actually gets herself wow, really good to see. She actually gets herself also an off-roll, as she gets more patents. She already has nanotech, energy vault, and she's going to have teleportation now, which is really good as a scavenger. Now, yeah, she's going to get a lot from this. She's going to get quite a bit from it. So, the mutiny that Cubit had all the time went finally onto the off-roll that she made, and Cubit going full on in power. He's going to pay off his debt. He's going to, power surplus it, while spaceoddity is a little bit too late in solar panels. She still has a massive amount of debt with 150,000. So Cubit right now, he basically only needs 201,000. He just needs to wait this out for what? You just need to wait this out for like another minute. About. Actually, wait. When is this going to send? Is this still going to send off? Is this going to make it? Is this actually going to make it?
Off-world shipment
Because
launched.
sometimes this does make it, because
Look
it's
at all the
exact
money.
60 seconds. The mutiny is exact 60 seconds. Oh no!
Shipment launched.
Alright,
Look
I
at
guess.
all the money.
Well, yeah, basically, still made it though. There we go. Kind of remutinied that to make that happen. So yeah, right now, Cubit is in 140,000. Let's say 150. So he still needs about 100,000 since Space Oddity's stock price shoots up. With that said, she's gonna go into electronics. Hopefully, going to fuel her stock price just a little bit more. Actually buys another, yes, another power surge for a lot of money this time, and actually also hits again the off-road. Cubit 90% in to actually buying out Space Oddity. So he's fairly close. Probably with the with the next two shipments, he's there. So yeah, Cubit right now, looks like he's gonna move on.
Shipment launched.
Actually, what did he do?
Look at all
He
the
just
money.
bought into a shortage. What did he buy into? Why did he buy into steel? Space Oddity already seeing the GG.
Off-world shipment launched.
Cubit. Oh man,
Look at
Cubit
all the
is at the
money.
100%. Yeah, I did not get that. I kind of missed something, didn't I? And GG to Cubit. He will move on to the semifinals. Let's check out the resource tabs real quick. So right now, I mean, like, Cubit sold a lot of empower. He purchased a lot of power, food, and fuel. But, you know, all adds up, he still made 10,000 in profit. Then overall, he just sold a lot. Like, he almost was in everything but electronics. And then just overall, he just sold a little bit. Like, okay. Like, instead of silicon right now. Like, just overall. Like, fuel, he actually bought in a lot of fuel just because he was sending it through the off-road. But that's about it. Yeah, I mean, he sold a lot. He sold like 10. Yeah, he shipped off 10 times the off-road. Yeah, poor Space Oddity screwed by disconnects from Cubit. Indeed. And then overall, like, Space Oddity just makes a little bit money on power, but then, you know, all the other stuff, water, food, oxygen, fuel, you know, kind of, you know, screwing her just a little bit right there. And then overall, also, making actually a lot of money, basically on everything, almost. Like water, food, oxygen, fuel, aluminum, carbon, chemicals, and glass. Makes a lot of money on there. But yeah, overall, like, I just want to say, like, reactors, and not the food. But yeah, let's actually check out our black market. 10 items for 77,000. It's gonna be 1 claim, 2 AMPs, 5 power surges for 51,000, and 2 mutinies. While Cubit has 3 claims, 1 mutiny, 4 goon squads for 65,000. So overall, she was more aggressive. But like with the scientific, I think you can do that a little bit more since you're like this anti black market kind of race colony. So yeah, overall, you know, well deserved by Cubit. Also GG, well played to Space Oddity. So Cubit will move on to the semifinals. He will play against the winner of Soren versus King Morgan. So that's going to be also a fun match to see. So yeah, congratulations to Cubit. Moving on to the semifinals. As I said, GG well played to Space Oddity. You know, kind of unhappy thing that we need to restart like 4 times, because Cubit disconnecting. But other than that, wish you guys a nice day. Hope you enjoyed the series. Peace out.